Alright, I'm recording this at the beginning of June 2021. June is a very lucky month for me, for quite a number of anniversaries now. So, way back on June 8th of 2011, I became a 100,000-aire for the first time in my life. Obviously, the market was kind of in a bubble at the time, but that was the first time my net worth crossed that 100,000 line. I was working on my PhD at the time, and it seemed very impressive. Now, a year before that, I had just broken up with my girlfriend, and she had taken advantage of me, and I lost most of my life savings up till that point. I was heartbroken. I was financially broken, and I was my grades took a hit. I was working on my PhD. My grades really took a hit during the time I was with her. But what was most troublesome for me at the time was that I wanted to, it was the beginning of summer. I had some plans. I wanted to go see a few movies. I didn't have a girl to do any of that with, and I thought that was the end of the world. Now, on June 13th of 2010, there was a coin show in Rochester, and I didn't have a girl to take to that coin show, and I almost didn't want to go. And for some reason, I decided, at the last minute, I decided to go anyway, and I had the best time of my life. And that's when I noticed that I could do all those things that I wanted to do. Go to a movie, go to a restaurant, even go on vacation without the girl. I could do all those things. And it's not just that I started to enjoy those things by myself. It also enhanced my dating life as well, because now I had the freedom to walk away when it didn't work. In the past, dating used to be very one-sided. It was take it or leave it, especially if I had events coming up and I had vacations coming up. And you see, when I was a kid, I used to want to go to the Rocky Mountains, and I was 23 years old at the time, and I still didn't have a girl to take to the Rocky Mountains, and I was lost. And after I broke up with that girl, after I went to that coin show, I realized I could go to the Rockies alone. That was very important for me. Now, a year later, on June 11th of 2011, for the first time in my life, a girl starts a conversation with me. I was at a conference in Boston when, for the first time in my life, a girl started a conversation with me. I had noticed her the first day of the conference, and I was kind of preparing what I was going to say to her the next day, and after I had presented. But that morning I got to the conference hall, was getting ready to present a paper I had written about computational social choice theory. I had sat down at the conference hall, and to my surprise, she sits down next to me, and I'm so alarmed that I get up to go to the bathroom, and I'm just jumping up and down in the bathroom. You got to remember where I came from just a year earlier, right? Now, on June 4th of 2012, I was at a orientation at my first job when Venus was transiting across the sun, and my coworker and I, we went there to view it, and I think I uploaded some videos. Had a good time there. Obviously, it broke the ice on how to start some conversations with my new coworkers. I had a similar experience my first month at another job in 2014. I was at a training event when I had a conversation with a girl. Not really dating material, but a best friend forever. I still get it. I still stay in touch with her to this day. Now, last year, 2020, on June 13th, 2020, so the 10-year anniversary of the first time I went out by myself, I went to the Chaz protest in Seattle, Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. And I really surprised myself at how well I was handling loud environments. I used to have difficulty with loud social environments like that. I've been working on that this past year. Anyway, so June's a very lucky month for me. This month I hope to take at least 24 to 48 hours away from my electronics. So I'll probably have some time when I don't have a video. I haven't decided what day yet. Obviously, it'll have to be a day without events in the sky that I want to view. Obviously, it'll have to be a day when I'm not working remotely. I'm trying to pick a 24 to 48 hour period away from my camera, away from my computers, and just enjoying the local scenery, getting to know the locals a little bit better. So don't be alarmed if there's a couple days without a video. June's a very lucky month for me. I think I can pull it off. I've noticed that I used to have a lot of trouble when I would go to an environment and not have Wi-Fi, but it's really not the Wi-Fi I was addicted to. It was not having Wi-Fi unexpectedly that used to give me a lot of trouble. I'd go to an environment expecting Wi-Fi to work. It doesn't. If I go there with the idea that I'm not going to connect, I usually can handle that very well. Like, for example, at Chaz, right? Nobody expects to go to the internet when they're protesting about racial inequality, right? So I think that's why I handled it so much better. I've learned to not expect Wi-Fi unless, I'm there to use Wi-Fi, right? Anyway, happy anniversaries to me, I guess. Thanks for watching.